Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we are doing a few things. Mostly tearing down some stuff, though. That's our last ECB that we just tore down from our old base. Oh, and everything else. Yeah. Yeah, it was time. It was time. Look at the skeleton of what we had. Absolutely crazy. But as you can see, pretty much everything is gone. I've transferred all of the majority of the liquids. We don't have fermented biomass, for example, and some of these automated into the system in the other base yet. But yeah, I kind of went a little crazy. I've ripped out all of the wiring pretty much everywhere except for those that are still required. And yeah, the pyro, yeah, everything just gone, just all of it gone, right down the middle, ripped it right down the pipe. Obviously a few more things here and there. These guys here I'll tackle as I go. It's not really a necessity, it's one of those things at the moment. So that leaves us with basically that we're going to keep our firewater, infinity dust, our sugar cane, and our power here for our angel ring chunk loaded. Everything else is no longer chunk loaded over here. Yep, that's right. We're officially pretty much moved to the new base. So, with this final ECB coming out of there, I think let's head on home. Our new home, our actual home, where I've been a little bit busy around here too, to say the least. So, not that way, not that way, not that way, this way. Yeah, there we go. I finally planted myself a manual tree farm, 2x2 spruce trees, just like so. The nice thing about these is they're very easy to cut down with the axe. I basically cut down, I think, like 12 of them at a time. Just get a ton of stuff. It's not even funny. And yeah, it's really good. The other thing, too, some of the resources that I brought from the other base, as you can see, I have this going into the ender chest to slowly but surely whittle down those resources that we had extra from the other base as we use them over here. So I'm sure over time we'll get there. We'll get there. On that note, we do not have enough gold, right? But I think we're actually okay on diamonds finally. We're just filling up the inventory, so there's a lot to be said, but yeah, not too shabby. As you can see, gold, we're at 30K. I think it's 32.8. So we'll top that out soon. And diamonds, we are going up. I did have a little mild panic attack late last night. It was like 12:30 a.m. and my diamonds were dropping. Yeah, kind of scary when most of your production is on diamonds. But either way, I brought over all the numismatics, all of the vibrant capacitor banks. As you can see, we have 350 million as a buffer. I brought over all of the different machines. Here's all of our Ender IO stuff, along with the atomic reconstructor. Here is all of our excess fluids that we do not currently have in the system. Yeah, there's a lot of them, to say the least. Along with some Ender tanks and stuff. And obviously all of our storage, right? We brought in some of the things like the 65K, etc. This took a long time to tweak and customize and get the right way. We are still working on that, as we have 11.5 copper cables, and I don't need 11.5K copper cables, right? The RAM, the CPUs, the inductors, resistors that I had, like all this annealed copper, didn't really need it that much. I got some rutile that I don't have a place for. Thorium, we still have some excess gear, chips and stuff like that we're maxed out on right now, so we can't do anything with. Silicon, Anthel, right? Zinc, I don't have a home for. So all of these little details that we just need to progress through and figure out. On that note, what has changed around here? What has changed? Quite a bit. Oh, there's our excess energetic as well, right? I automated end steel. I automated all of the gears, right? Pretty straightforward. Infinity dust, iron gear, energetic, infinity bimetal, etc., so that we have those for whenever we need them. I doubled up on our polymer clay so that we're good there. We got the phosphorus doped last time. I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh, I went through and I automated my ME cables and things like that. We automated the plates. Oh, the double steel plates I have automated as well. Different gears, electrum, etc. All of that's still the same and good. I've continued to expand on our oxygen farming unsuccessfully, to say the least. We got our fluix dust. All that was done last time. I even added all of these electrolyzers, electrolyzing water for us to get more oxygen. I'll probably keep that line going all the way down because we are that strapped on it. Bronze bolts added to the system, RAM and CPUs, all good there. No issues whatsoever. So, on that note, I did the polarization. That's fun. Just little things that I noticed as we moved that we needed to get in place, right? Lots of little things. This guy here is more sulfuric acid. This guy here for Eyes of Ender. That one's blank. End steel buzz saws, blades, stuff like that we just needed automated. Equally over here, let's start up here, actually. So, as you can see, I did 2x silver wire. We got upgrades, frame drawers, conduit facades. We got all of this pull up from our spruce tree farm. We got dense ME conduits, smart cables, dense, all of the different conduits up here. We have wool, glass bottles, sandstone, and end stone all being automated, which is great. Sugar, paper, etc. So, again, just more of the same. Very good stuff, which led us into getting our end steel, covered, and then some of our rubber products automatically coated. I probably should have done this a long time ago, to be blunt. So, yeah. Other than that, I think that's about all I did. Oh, no, I did also move these guys into here because, well, phosphorus stove wafers all require a clean room. Every last one of them. So before I think the end of the episode, I put them down there and yeah, that didn't work. So anyways, we have a few hiccups and a few bumps that I want to address here before we get too carried away. And I have a sample of it right here. We need to put level emitters, right? So right now, for example, you can see in my vacuum freezer, well, I am clogged up with Canthal. Why? Because this was continually producing Canthal, even though our inventory down below was full because it was going to the vacuum freezer. So, what does that mean? Well, that means that we clog up other things from being able to be processed, like nichrome was not being vacuum froze, right? It's coming in now, which is good. But we need to have some balance and shut off on these items. Silicon's not an issue. We don't have to worry about that one. We don't have to worry about aluminium, but the ones that need to go to the vacuum freezer are the primary targets. So, I could, you know what? We might level emit this too, right? So if we do this one, we're going to say phosphorus doped wafers, phosphorus boolies, right? And we're going to say like 200 emit, something along those lines with a controller. Just these little things that are going to improve our system overall, right? That's not ideal. we just go straight down, please? Thanks. So yeah, hooking this up is going to be good. I don't even know if we have 200. I think we can only have 64. So maybe we'll just leave it at 64. I don't know. I have to think about that one a little bit further than what I have currently. But yeah, so just connecting these up to the system is always going to be helpful for us over time here. I guess we can go like this, and then we can go down like so into that, and it should connect up. Okay. Anyway, so I need to level emit some things. We're going to say, we'll just say 64, right? Once we hit 64, you can pause. No big deal, right? Take your time. We don't need you. Okay. Little details like this are just going to save us some time and resources in the long run. Okay. This one here, we have ferrite mixture. We're fine. Nichrome. Nichrome's another one that we need to control. So I'm going to finish setting up these controls for the items that we need. Like this one's going to be 9200, right? Same as the Canthal. And done like so. All right. So I think those are all somewhat under control, which is good. I'll keep the extra 64 in there. We have the space, but I only intend on pushing through like 4, but we'll see. Maybe these controls will just fix that, right? Overall. The other thing of note that I just remembered is how I'm dealing with extra liquids. Well, as you can see, we have hit red on 3 different liquids. One of them is the hypochlorite acid. Another one is air. And of course, water, right? We've maxed out those drives. Well, we're getting into the same situation that we were discussing about the overflow of items. You know, before I switched my system to this, I was bringing all items back into an ME interface. Well, all of my ME interfaces on the fluid side are getting the fluid through them to go back into the ME system, right? Makes sense? Makes sense. Well, what happens, right? Here we go. Here's a perfect example of what happens. I apparently have some sulfur dioxide that was clogging up my system. So what that means is you have less opportunity or less space to put some things through your system, right? There we go. I had 1 bucket worth. It got in there somehow. Obviously, one of these processes, or when I set something up quickly, it changed and messed up. Maybe it's this chlorine. I'm not sure. But that's our hypochlorite. So all things considered, all of this kind of changed. The other thing that I wouldn't mind doing, so this is hypochlorite. We're full on our system, right? As you can see, boom, hypochlorite. All of that's being voided. All of it is being voided right now. That's not ideal, right? That sucks. Why are we voiding it? Well, we're voiding it because, well, we got nowhere to put it. It's going to be voided. So this is the last priority for these liquids, and they're being voided. We're voiding air. We're voiding water. These ones I'm not as worried about. But ones that we're making, like hypochlorite, that one hurts, right? That one hurts. That's chlorine being eaten, right? That's other resources being eaten that we don't want to be eaten, right? So luckily enough, this one is actually a perfect example because we have the opening in the front where we can do level emitters as well to hopefully fix that. We do not want things like this, where possible, to be outputting when they're not required. So, without further ado, we're going to jump down and we're going to do the same thing we did upstairs with the other things. But I think this one requires a level fluid emitter, not a item. No, boom. Oh, shift. I was just trying to shift click. So yeah, when you look at the level emitters, there's 2 different types. There's ME level emitters, and then there's ME fluid level emitters. And I'm kind of curious on the difference here. So I'm going to bring one of both and just see which one I actually need, because I've never actually done this with a liquid, right? So if I put this here, I need to say, okay, when we get hypochlorous acid, right? And I don't even know what we're at right now. We're at a big number. Oops. We're at a massive number for hypochlorous. So hypochlorous is 36,000, say, right? Say that's our magic number. 36,000 is our number. So we come in here and we say, all right, when you get to 36,000, that's when you're going to turn off. I think that this works the same exact way. I think this will do exactly what we need it to. Let me grab my stuff here and let's pipe it in accordingly. Now, we do have the situation where some of this is not ideal, right? We have some things making liquids and you name it where, you know, it's not as easily accessible, right? And I think even underneath here, if I'm not mistaken, this row, yeah, look at that. We got piping, we got everything everywhere. Hello. Little too far. Thank you. Okay, so this is on. Excellent. So this should be turned off. Working is disabled. So the chlorine will come in still. That's all going to still work. But already, as you can see, I believe for hypochloric, this guy here, it's 10K. So we're at 8 right now. 10K, 10K, and 1,000. So this should not produce any more hypochloric. I think we're good there. Now, I don't know if there's another way other than this on the face or on a face of the machine. But as you can see, it's not working. This should be processing, but it's not. So that'll be good for our chlorine levels, right? Now, eventually our chlorine will back up. Eventually like here's a perfect example, lava. Our lava is going to eventually back up. I would like to level emit this block, but I'm kind of restricted on our facing. I can do here, I could do some trim in the floor to get around that. So this one's not as bad. Let's actually do it right now. But yeah, as you can see, we're a little bit tight on some of this stuff. So if anybody has any really clever ideas for how to level emit some of these blocks, some of these machines, that'd be great. Greatly appreciated. So yeah, I'm going to get another one of those fluid level emitters. We're going to run out of so much lapis. It's not even funny. Stainless steel rods too. Whew, expensive. Expensive. Hot potatoes. But no, all things considered, this is a great step. What do we actually need for this? We are fluids. So 352. This is 520, I think. I think it's 520 for the cells. Let's double check. This guy is 520, 194. So once it hits 520, we want to shut it off. We're done there, right? We don't need any more than that. We really don't. So this guy here, we're going to have, oops, I forgot a machine controller. We're going to have shut off at 520, right? 520,000 millibuckets. So boom and boom. And we're going to say, okay, this guy, very good. Lava, nice, easy. And I got we're just going to type it in. 520, boom, boom, boom. Right? So when that hits 520, we're good to go. Awesome. Okay. Again, a little bit of an easy one. We have the capability to route this in quite nicely to our system. So not too shabby. We will be using up some more channels than I anticipated, though. So that's another thing to keep in our mind as well. But yeah. So again, if anybody has any clever ideas on blocks or machines, like, oh, I don't know. I got to find one. Say, I got to find one. I know that there's at least some in this system that require this, right? Maybe not. We just have none. It doesn't exist. I was lying. Obviously a mistake. I swear we did, though. Did we not? I swear there's something. Maybe it's over here in the electrolyzers, probably. But yeah, like, okay. These are all governed. What's this guy? What do you do? Sodium bisulfate. Yeah, maybe there isn't one that we have a problem with. We might be okay. We might be just okay. But yeah, little things like that are going to make the world of a difference for us in the long run as we go. So just one of those little details that I wanted to talk to you all about. But yeah, again, if you do have clever ideas about it, let me know. I'd be curious to find out. For example, we could even turn back on. What are you? Tin. Yeah. So we could turn back on tin and we could actually reduce it with a level emitter, right? Or I could turn back on my rubber. I think this is rubber. Yeah, because I ran out of rubber sheets. Because, like I said before, a little bit of a mistake. Going with a 64K, it's nice for storage and everything. But at the same time, do I really need that much rubber? You know? And then I ran out of rubber sheets, so then I couldn't autocraft. If you catch my drift. So, anyways, we are successfully over here. Down here is our auto crafting, our ME system. We got the smart coming through the middle. Pretty straightforward there. And yeah, everything's working really, really well. I'm very happy with our new base, and we are finally here. It took a long time, but we're here. And also on that point, we have to basically automate a few more things, get things going over here for titanium, for all of these liquids as well that we are missing out on, right? So that's liquid air. Okay, well, we got to do that, right? So little details like that as well that need to be done. And that one we'll probably do with a fluid emitter again, right? Okay. Anyways, hydrofluoric acid. That would be nice to get too. But I need fluorine. How do we get fluorine? Well, that's the hard part, right? How do you get fluorine again? I actually don't remember. Fluorite, manganese, hydrofluoric. Nope, none of those. Oh, yeah, just random dust, basically. Blue topaz, biotite, right? All of these types of things that we need to get back into our system. I think black granite is another way to get it, if I recall. I think you get biotite from black granite dust. So maybe we need to do a rock breaker setup. But yeah, all of this stuff that was over there, we need to get it into our system as soon as possible. All right, so we're going to set up a couple of rock breakers to kind of get that mojo flowing a little bit here. And we're going to do it in probably one of the worst ways possible. So that's fine. You know, why not do it up in the void? Flight. Flight could fail at any second. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. All right. Anyways, oh yeah, and it's very tight quarters. I'm stuck. No, it's fine. I got a little hole here. So anyways, like I said, not ideal. I ran a P2P all the way over here, and then I realized I don't really need it for these, but I guess if we add in other things, it'll cover our basics, right? Basis. It'll cover us, basically. All right, so both of these need lava and water on each side to function, right? Well, before we actually turn this on, right, we want to be a little bit cautious here. So one of the items that we want to make sure that we have is we want to make sure that we have obsidian being produced. And the other one is black granite. I don't have any here. I hope I have some back at the other base, or we'll have to go quickly find some in the world, which shouldn't take us that long, but, you know, just one of those little details. Oh, never mind. We're good. We got some cobblestone. I think it needs to be Yeah, none of that works. Okay, so it needs to be actual black granite. All right, so let's just cook these up. Boom. That's all still working. It's fine. No big deal. Let's grab another bucket of water because we're going to need it. Might as well while we're here. Make it a little bit more efficient. And voila, black granite. Excellent. We'll come back for the rest. Question mark. Do we want to do it that way? You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, we've basically destroyed everything over here. Do we really want to come back for the rest? I don't know. There's obviously a few more additional details like cobalt, magnesium, microversum, all of these types of things that we need to figure out as well. Tough alloy, hard carbon, etc. at the new base. So there's still a lot of things, to be blunt, that we need to do with the other base. All of this is done though, which is good. And yeah, I'm just so... I could probably talk about it for a very long time, but I'm very, very happy to be moving on to the new base, right? But yeah, there's still a lot of cleanup around here that we should probably be doing. And we will, I think. All right, that's good enough. I'm not sticking around any longer than that, all right? Anyway, so this should get us our black granite and our redstone quite nicely for our system. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, game. It's all good. I know, loading this base is a little crazy. Okay, there we go. We put in the redstone. And we put in a black granite. Nice. And that should then both produce that. So I put this here. I put that there. Boom. Both should be operating. No? What does this require? Oh, it requires EV. Ew. Ew. Okay. I mean, that's a thing. Okay. I think I can fix that a little bit. Let's just remove the lava here. That should pause everything or stop it, basically. I need to reconfigure this a little bit. So we need to take care of this and all of this. And then I need to have two separate power lines here. We're going to lose water down into the void. Let's just get rid of that. So this guy needs to come over only to there. Okay. And vice versa. Okay. That's fine. It's an easy fix. It's not a big deal. Little tiny mistakes like this are much easier to worry about and fix than the latter. So let's actually go this way because I think this might work a little bit better. So we can actually set the Yeta wrench to power, and then that way I can just remove the power line there, which will be quite nice. And then let's just run our power this direction. And what we'll do is we'll then have an HV line right here from our HV energy converter going out like so. And that will connect into this rock breaker like so. Good. And then I'll put an EV line right beside it to handle that one. Yeah, that'll work really good, actually. And then, yeah, we can go this direction with it if required. I think that'll be fantastic. All right, let me patch some holes here because I got a few, to say the least. And we can carry on from there and get things going. All right, let's just connect that up like so. Let's go up through our little hidey hole. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we should have EV power now and HV going down this line. So when I put the lava and water back, so I'll put the water there and the lava there, we should get production of both. Why are we not getting production here? What am I missing? I'm missing something. What is it? I'm very confused. Do they need to... Can they not share the same lava source? That is a possibility, right? that is a possibility because it probably is using it. So I might need to move this all over by one. I did not really anticipate that to be a problem, but we can test that very quickly. Let's just head on up here. Let's click on our fluids. Let's click on lava. Click there. Let's click there. And let's throw down a lava there. And let's see if it works. It's not working. Why is it not working? I'm very annoyed now. Okay. I think there's a quest for this. Let's take a look into the quest. Right? Because right here, black granite processing. Okay. Fluorine is needed. Yeah, no, I know we already had it, but it's fine. Black granite processing is a great way to get tons of fluorine. Therefore, it is recommended to set this up. Rock breakers are first used to achieve renewable black granite. This recipe runs at EV or higher. Yes. EV or higher. I guess let me try to move it over, and then we'll see if that works. Maybe that'll be the solution here. Other than that, I'm a little stumped because we have black granite. Black granite goes in the rock breaker. It makes more black granite. Shouldn't be that complicated. So, anyways, little details. And here we have the perfect example of a guy that does not have everything he needs. Simple as that. So anyways, yeah, it's one of those little details. You need an EV rock breaker. I'm actually very surprised that it did not explode on me. But yeah, all this titanium as well. So that's a thing. So I'm kind of sort of just making a few machines here for a little bit of a small setup for a little bit of a manual thing because apparently I'm a little out of my reach, to say the least. I need a small gear mold. I think that's the right one. Yeah, hope so. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's going to get us our plates from titanium. Let's grab our titanium. We need 3 plates, right? And then we need 2, 4, 6 rods. That's 3 and 3. I think that's it. I hope that's it. I think we have everything else. Yeah, it's a thing. And this does remind me that I should probably get a little bit of a setup going for our little bit of progression, right? Where's our progression set, right? Oh, I forgot to get what I needed for the for that. Anyways, lathe, get me those. Neodymium rods, excellent. Plates, excellent. Rods, beautiful. I think all I need now is the small gear. I think. So the small gear for the titanium guy, that requires 2 more titanium. Yeah, a little bit expensive, but worth it. It's fine. Luckily, we do have pretty good technology in terms of resources and you name it to build this stuff very quickly. So, without further ado, let's get ourselves the 2 motors that we require and the EV. Where did my other rod go? Why do I have 1 rod? I made 6. I swear I made 6. I know I made 6. Where did the other one go? I don't know. Beats me. It's in the world. It's out there. All right. Boom. There we go. There's our electric piston. Now I have 2. It just didn't like me. It's fine. EV level. Okay, good. We have this. We have this. Let's make one of those. That's easy enough. And, oh, the machine hull. Oops, there is a little bit more. So we got the PE sheets. We got that. We need the EV casing. So that's 9 titanium. Ooh-wee. Expensive, little guy. Expensive. It's okay, though. I'm not going to be too upset. I'm fine with this. Let's just cook that up. Luckily, it's pretty quick, too, which is nice. It isn't a long process with these HV machines, so that's good. Okay, good. There we go. EV machine casing. No, not that wrench. A different wrench, please. That'll work perfect. Excellent. Done. And then EV machine hull. That's nice. That feels good. An advanced rock breaker. EV level. Get. Beautiful. Okay, let's give this another try. I did decide to split it out anyways, just in case. But yeah, there we go. We got that going. That should work nicely. That will go in there. And then on this side, we need a marble and a marble. And we need our water, which I do not have. Let's just go over here. Oh, dodge the cables. Dodge. Dodge, dodge. No. That's why you don't put torches down. See? Nailed it. Okay, good. Sounds like we're working. We're getting our black granite. Awesome. Very, very nice. Okay. Problem solved. We'll silence that guy up a little bit more, which is great. We'll use this one for something else down the road, but we are getting our black granite. That is amazing. Okay, so with the black granite now, we need to pulverize it. So what are we going to do with this? Well, we're going to put it in a barrel, right? Just like everything else in this world, that is what we're doing. We're going to conveyor this out the top, and we're going to put it into a barrel with some storage. And we'll just actually leave it at 2048, I think. That should be pretty straightforward. Okay, that guy goes down. Excellent. That guy goes there. Beautiful. And let's throw in our black granite, and that should push the rest out. Just the way I drew it up. From there, we have a drawer controller here. So I'm just going to put a couple pieces of trim down. And now we should actually see black granite. Excellent. In our system. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Nothing at all went wrong whatsoever. As we're getting so long in this episode, I think we'll only be able to get ourselves the dust. So, same old, same old. I'm going to get ourselves some black granite in here, and we're going to make some dust out of it. Pretty straightforward, I hope. I hope that this doesn't require an EV level. It doesn't look like it. Okay. Thank goodness. Whew. Got a little nervous for a second there. All right. So we're going to have this beautiful, beautiful black granite setup here. Let me do all of this. And I think that's where we're going to call it, though. I think we are kind of sort of tapped on time for the episode. I had a lot of explaining to do at the beginning, and apologies if you don't like that. But I just needed to get that stuff done. And a lot of it was grindy work that took me a long time, like 2 days worth. And it wasn't really the best potential content either. So just one of those little details or information as you see fit. Okay. This also gets us thorium. Ooh, okay. That we might have to configure. All right. Boom and boom. Excellent. It's grinding away. That is beautiful. We're getting our black granite dust. That's good. And we completed a quest to end the video. That's going to be it for us. I need to get another drawer set up here for our thorium, which is good because we actually have thorium over there. So this will be really nice for us to put our thorium in a new location. That works great for me. So anyways, that's going to be it for me here. Have yourselves a good one, and we'll see you next time. Thorium dust, get. Black granite dust, get. We're on the path to victory. More thorium. Let's go. Bye-bye for now. See ya.